Different Kickstarter tabletop game project, and sometimes I leave the slums of Kickstarter to go to the niceties of Gamefound. And today, I'm going to give Gamefound a compliment that I could not have imagined I would have given them a year ago when I blasted them for this exact thing, which was not spotlighting smaller creators. And here we are about to look at Lands of Evershade, which is from Awaken Realms, aka the people that own and started Gamefound. I always feel like that's important to mention every time we talk about Awaken Realms and Gamefound. And they're not even in the first four. So kudos to them. But right now, we're checking out 21 days left, the Lands of Evershade. And once again, it's a big box. That's all we get. You don't even have Awakened Realms like it's there, but it's like, man, I'd love to know more. The player length, the time count, the age, the this, that, the other thing. But they do things a specific way, and they make millions of dollars every single time. So I'm not going to be an old man and yell at the clouds, hey, see goody. Because at the end of the day, they pretty much knew they were going to crush on this one because they got it figured out. Really, they do. You know, Gamefound, kudos for Awakened Realms. Lands of Evershade is a new hybrid RPG board game experience for 1 to 5 players that merges the acclaimed Awakened Realms storytelling and quality components with dice-based RPG system. Ooh, RPG system and fast tactical combat. All right. Color me intrigued. Let's get into it. Gamefound killing it. Yeah, I remember when they had that stretch where no projects were up and they were just highlighted old pledge managers? They were still open? Yeah, they have. Been wheeling and dealing. All right. So that's the first thing I see is back during this campaign, I receive an exclusive looter Rotling for free. So that's the deluxe version. That's the advanced version. Okay. Makes me want the deluxe version. That thing's so much bigger. Hi, dog. As always in the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? Let's go. It's only launched an hour ago, and it's made $1.7 million. Holy guacamole. Let's get into it. Is there no music? Is it my headphones? Oh, it's okay.
Evershade.
431. All right. Let's lock in.
5,000 miles hidden under the disk of Luada, safe from the broken sun. Here, cities sprawl around the rays of light that bring doom, but...
So I'm not typically a huge fan of just going pure story at the beginning, but with an RPG-style game, I get it completely, no complaints at all. And they're not just doing that, they're also showcasing some components here, so I'm excited.
Also power. Here, mysteries of the past are waiting to be uncovered.
Minis?
Here, the adventure will find you.
Look very paintable.
Welcome to Lands of Evershade, our new adventure game for 1 to 5 players.
Now, I like what they did here, and you might not have noticed it, but I did. This is a very specific box. That's not the box we see on the front. That's the standard box. That's the box that nobody wants, but gosh, be darned, that looks like a pretty good standard box to me. Now, maybe the minis are all upgrades, and they're doing a little bit of confusing stuff here. But even if this is what I'm getting at the standard price, and these are all standees, that looks like a very decent price. And by the way, great table presence. Like, this looks fantastic. I want to play this game just looking at it set up. Preferably someone else teaching it.
Our new adventure game for 1 to 5 players that mixes the best parts of board games and RPGs. Your story begins with an exquisite hardcover player's handbook, where you discover the setting and create your character, choosing from many races, professions, origins, and secrets.
So that sounds like fun. This kind of reminds me of the first part of a game like Codex or Mage Wars, where it's like, all right, you're going to create your thing, and it's its own separate thing, really. It's its own separate game. Like, if you played Mage Wars, hey, all the small T's, glad you could finally catch us live as well. But I love games like that, where there could literally just be a game before the game where it's just setting everything up. So I'm excited. And once again, they're doing so much better than the one we checked out yesterday, where it was like, oh, we got this book we want you to buy. And then did you show me what's inside the book? Tease me. Like, okay, this is what I want to see.
With more than 6,000 combinations,
slide it in.
You can play exactly who you want. Then...
Okay, I'm in. After the first minute, I'm in. And this is like, this is so finely polished.
Take this character on one of the multiple standalone adventures that each
keep
take
showing
up
me
to 15 hours to complete.
Oh my!
And change the outcomes of.
Each of those takes up to 15 hours to complete. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. You've set me up for a very large price, too. And I bet you that standard price isn't going to be terrible. Oh, you're so good, Awaken Realms.
Future stories through the achievement system.
Whew.
Every adventure
Wait.
can be approached in
I just want to appreciate this a little bit more. This is just for me.
stories through the achievement
So it's, oh man, that looks so clever.
system. Every adventure can be approached in multiple ways. Chase your enemy over rooftops, solve riddles, or find diplomatic solutions. With a system of secret sheets, you
Feels very RPG-esque, and I'm not an RPGer by trade, but I get the gist. Wow, that's awesome.
never know what comes next. Decisions, items, skills, your personal history.
Show me that book.
Everything can open new paths and possibilities.
See, and that right there is why I get so annoyed the few times, and I've only seen it a handful, like 4, 5, 6 times, where companies are like, yeah, we don't want to show you anything because we don't want to spoil it. It's like, ooh, they just showed us like paragraphs. Nobody felt like it was spoiled. That's just you not wanting to show it, okay? That's what that is.
often lead to tense tactical combats. Cooperate to support each other and find creative ways to beat your opponents. With hundreds of actions, reactions, and items to use, no two combats are the same.
I'm quite shocked that this doesn't have some sort of app integration with how much they're promising. Those books are going to be amazing if they work as well as the system. Like I'm really fascinated by the system and just how variable it feels like it can be on how to complete the mission and what. Yeah, that's just.
After a hard day of adventuring, advance your characters and rest
camp?
by a bonfire
Oh,
in
yeah.
a modular camp that grows as your story progresses.
That's awesome! Its own separate camp board. Red Dead Redemption, anyone? Thank you to clarify. But man, I love that concept.
In lands of Evershade, you can experience amazing thematic stories together. In a game that's easy to start,
All right, let's make the guess. What's the final price, not counting shipping for the all-in? I'm going to go 200. I think it's going to be 200, but I think it's going to be a 200 where you're like, yeah, wow, that's a decent price, 200, because I imagine they knew they were going to make the snot out of these. They knew they were making a big old print run, so they're like, all right, we can lower that price. Speculative, 200. Let me know what you think.
and even easier to keep playing. Whichever paths you choose in this world of peril and secrets, remember,
I have to confess right now, I have never played an Awaken Realms game in my life. I do not believe. Like, isn't that wild? I don't think I've played any of them. I've been near some. I've been this close to playing Nemesis twice. It never happened.
may you never fade.
What would it cost to mass produce this game completely in the United States of America? I feel like you would have to quadruple the price, whatever that is. Maybe double, triple. I don't know. That's such a hard number. Like, I don't even know what factory would, like, just being able to do it at this quality would be, I don't know what factory you do it for. I've not played any Awaken Realms. I want to play all of them. They look great. I see the BGG ratings.
Hey guys,
Personal
Martin here
touch.
from Awaken Realms, and today I'm super excited to invite you to
Got a drink.
the lands of Evershade. This is our most ambitious and frankly the best storytelling adventure board game, and we capitalize on all our experience from previous games. And
Did you say it was the best? This is our most ambitious and frankly the best. Okay, no, it's ours. Okay. Just making sure. I don't mind if he says the best ever. Like, you're in a position where you can say that, okay? You have 5 games to the BGG top 1,000, or like I think it's like 200. Like, sure. That's exciting.
capitalize on all our experience from previous games, and we made quite a lot of those. And this is also the reason why he joined with Krzysztof, who is the author of Tainted Grail, Kings of Ruin, ISS Vanguard. He helped write the story for This War of Mine, the board game, for The Edge Downfall, and
This is how you spotlight your pedigree. This is how you do it. Just, oh, it's so fast. I'm just listening. There's so many of them. Just, they're all big, heavy hitters, one after the other after the other. And yeah, that's good stuff.
he's personally also my favorite book writer, so pretty cool. And Krzysztof, tell us a little bit about the odds of Evershade.
Yes, this time we invite you to our new setting, a land that's shielded from the rays of a deadly broken sun by goddess Luada, and in this dim land you will create your own character using our rich character creator. You will choose one of several possible standalone adventures. Each of them unlocks some new information about the setting and the story of the game. And finally, you will embark on a journey filled with tense story moments, with small, interesting tactical combats, and we hope that all of these elements come together to form an unforgettable experience.
Yep. So, if you like what you're hearing and you're ready for an awesome adventure that you can either enjoy solo or with your friends, make sure to join.
Love
the
mentioning
campaign
that.
now. Share your feedback. Help us make this game a reality and frankly like the best possible version thanks to your involvement. Thank you very much. Enjoy the campaign.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay. Did they do 6 seconds? I'm just curious. It's 6 seconds?
Thank you.
Bye bye.
No, they did 8 seconds. Save $10. Falling out. Don't miss the campaign. Okay. All right. Oh, that's a picture. That's just a picture. Oh, dang it. Okay, whatever. After the video, do I want it? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I was not expecting to want the game as much as I actually do. It's just a gaming enthusiast. 323, Jiminy Christmas. I was so far off. But that's because I wasn't expecting there to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other boxes in addition to this box and 3 other boxes. These 3 boxes, I was like, all right, I can see that 3 boxes. But 5 additional boxes on top? So you're buying a grand total of 9 boxes, 1 book. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Convince me. Can you do it? I mean, we'll go into it, but I mean, this is one of those companies where I'm not worried at all about the fact that they have a bunch of games out because they made 3.9, 5.6, 8 million, 4 million, 200,000, 18 million, and they're sucking off the teetle of every other single Gamefound project out there, and the Kickstarter projects that ended up here too, where you can still back them afterwards. So yeah, can they do it? I'm not particularly scared, but sure, we'll check out the most recent one to make sure the comments aren't a flaming dumpster fire. Every year, the same thing. Awaken Realms comes to the new game, and there goes my money. Gladly, we have an option for monthly payments for these kind. So that's it. Can someone tell me the option is PayPal in Germany? Yeah, it's like people are excited to give them more money because their pedigree is so good, as we'll get to in a little bit. Or I'm sure they will show us, but they always show you at the very, very, very bottom. They have a really impressive, gorgeous graphic that I think they always put too low. But they don't really need to put it higher, I suppose, when you're making tens of millions of dollars. Not tens of millions, millions upon millions of dollars. Enter this exciting world alone with up to 5 players. Ooh, that's nice. Back during this campaign, receive an exclusive looter rotling for free. I'd love to know the size, because that looks gigantic, but I think it's just because you zoomed in. My favorite Awaken Realms game yet from Board Game Co. So that's interesting. They didn't put the name on Board Game Co. because Alex, if I recall correctly, does work for Gamefound. So if it's Alex, I'd mention it. If it's not Alex, I'd mention that. So I'm going to guess it's not Alex, but they're just hoping you infer it's Alex. I don't know. But that is a big thing. My favorite Awaken Realms game yet, period. That's really nice because, yeah, that does. It's because it's from a YouTube channel. And it's like if you just put the Dice Tower said this, about, well, who on the Dice Tower said that? All right. This is a nitpick. So I think that's a solid quote. Superfluous, but it's like we have 5 of the best games of all time, and this one's better than all of them. This is essentially what he's saying. So that's really good. Experience an epic adventure crafted by veteran Awaken Realms team with a story by this person, the author of the things. Awaken Realms have reached new heights with this one. Lands of Evershade is their best Sayawa campaign yet. Sayawa. I would not have shortened that. Choose your own adventure. Choose your own adventure. I think it's choose your own adventure. Yeah, I wouldn't shorten that. So why back now? That's cool. Honestly, I would totally extend that out. And just because that's an exciting word. Like, oh, this is the best choose your own adventure game yet. And they've done some bangers. Why back now? Look at that book. Open that book. That's a pretty thick one, too. In retail, you pay up to twice the price for the core box game and stretch goals core box, only on Gamefound. This is the one I thought would be around 200. Core Adventure 1, Journey to Whitehall. Core Adventure 2, To Heavens, Luada. Stretch goals. Got all the banging stretch goals. What is crowdfunding? Land of Evershade is an epic experience that will pull you in from the jump. So it's epic, and it starts off fast. That's what this quote is. That quote, no thank you. It's like playing tabletop Baldur's Gate 3 with an Elden Ring aesthetic. Yes, please. A lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't mention other intellectual properties in your quote. And I say, I disagree strongly. How else are you going to cut through the fat? There's always so much superfluous fluff you can put out of super fantastic game of the year, 5 out of 5, and you say, oh, it feels like this game. Circle hidden under the theme. Modular adventures, cool stuff. 119? Wow. Jiminy Christmas. I thought 200. That's not bad at all. And yep, I did predict this, though. I predicted we were going to start off with a really solid price, and then by the end of it, I was going to be easily convinced into the big one. So $79, $80 for this game, I'm in. 120, so that's a $40 price jump for 3 more boxes that I know are around 15 hours a piece because you told me in the video. Great information to share if you're trying to sell me a product. Take note, other Kickstarter and Gamefound companies. I feel like I should have to say that, but you would be surprised. If you watch this channel, you would not be, though. So click on that subscribe button. We do this 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3, 4, 5 times a week. Special edition. I do like this, so we're spotlighting exactly what is in different from the special edition. 12 high-quality models, 6, so cool. That's great. Player's handbook, over 200 color pages with a beautiful hardcover. And there's the thing. They don't know the exact page count, but they say over 200. That's all I need, because that was inevitably going to be the question. Is this 80 pages? Is this 40 pages? Those would both be different thoughts in my head. 200 pages is a whole different thought, which, let me tell you, it's a good one. It's about me taking this game up to a lake and just playing it for hours, but never actually doing that because I inevitably just do something else instead of playing the board games when I go up there. All right, core adventure, Journey to the White Well. So 10 to 15 hours, 3 chapters, miniature expansion, cool. Man, looks great. I want it. Are you still calling stretch goals, or the unlocks are stretch goals? Hopefully they fix that. That's one thing that drives me nuts. They use those terms interchangeably, and they're not interchangeable terms. This campaign is smashing this out of the park. Agreed. This is so good. Yeah, let me look at this book. Oh, wow. This is a preview right here. Holy guacamole. Well, yeah, look at that. Dang, nabbit. I was expecting like 3 pages. Wow, that is so good. That's a third of a point grade bump up. I haven't done any grades because right now I feel like we're just cruising to like an A+. No problem here. Like, I'm trying to think of what could ruin it at this point. I don't know what it is. Because at the end of the day, you could just go 80 for that core box and be content. You go 120 to get all the adventures. I feel like you're content. So both pledge levels I feel like are happy. And then I'm sure we'll get to that 323 and what makes that so beautiful. Which maybe they're talking about right now. Wow, look at all those. So many of those tokens. Modular. Special editions. That's nice. That's really nice to label those. Very clean and clear. Pouches boxes, only the special edition. Yeah, I love this that special edition with the big iconography on there. That's really nice. Really nice. And then look at that. Special edition. You get yourself a fancy something or other, fancy box insert. Cool. Click here for details. I love details. Did you just take me to the campaign page? Did you just Rickroll me? I think you just took me to the top of the page. You undid all the work I had. No, this is a different thing. Okay. I'm scared. I want to go back. I don't know why I clicked it. In what way is this not a perfect example of how to do a campaign? I think the main image... Well, here's the thing. You always have to look at a campaign like this, and you have to realize that this campaign would be doing drastically different if it was not Awaken Realms, right? If this were CMON, it would be doing different than if it were Gray Fox Games, than if it were, Arcane Wonders, So, but just looking at it, I feel like the main image could be better. I definitely feel like you just did the, oh my god, look at this box, we're so great, you know, kind of thing. Where there could have been some great information to put in there. You know. This feels like a bit of a slog at this point to get to, like, this area doesn't feel like super organized. It's like when you're dating someone who's really, 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 really pretty, and they're just like, there's other things. You're like, oh, yeah, okay. Balances out. Yeah, so what am I even looking at here? There's just so much stuff. Yeah, I want it. Here we go. So yeah, I guess I just click on here to see what the difference is. And that's, once again, one of the beautiful things about Gamefound, that I can't even complain about the organization because I can just click right here and see absolutely everything. So the acrylic pack. And it's got, oh, look at those. Wow, okay. That looks nice. I want that. So the first thing I click on, I want. That's good. Oh, this is $219. So this was roughly the $200 one. So what the heck's different from this one? $203 on the standard edition. Got it. $13.94 on the 119. Once again, I thought that was a really good one. $520 on this one. Wow, look at that. That's a 500 print run on your third. So they have a legitimate 4 pledges here. And then the big one, $15.96. Yeah, so $13.94 to $15.96, but still at the end of the day, the most popular one. It breaks Bauer's law, but typically people don't have 4 tiers of pledge levels that look like legitimately different tiers of pledges. See, I disagree. The details they're going into to show exactly what we're getting into, the vivid, well details, the product is stellar. I like them there. Well, I don't mind them. I like them on the page. Oh, no. The rewards are at the top. What the heck was I? Where was I? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I can't complain too much because you can click at the end of the day. So, the bulk of the story is, okay, stretch goals. So they're not, are they stretch goals? Oh, they do. They have stretch goals and they have unlocks. Ooh, so that's fun. So they got it mixed up. This I would put higher, like, honestly. But they just launched an hour ago to get you even more excited about things. I would, what? There's going to be an app with narration? Wow. Yeah, so I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to think, if I were them, how you would even upgrade this page when you've blown through this many stretch goals and you have this much awesome information to convey with people. Oh, hey, by the way, we got a new fancy bag. We got a new origin, which is good. We got these new artifacts. We got the new moon gazer. This is like in the first hour. We got an app, which I said that in the video. I was like, wow, I thought it was really insanely impressive how much they said they were going to be able to do without an app. And yeah, at $1 million, they knew for a fact this was going to happen. I bet this app's like totally like, yeah. A high quality official app that contains all the content of all our adventures and scenarios with a digital story tracker, beautiful English voiceover, a pack of new exciting options you can choose from when advancing your support tree. Yeah, this is just so fun. Yeah, I'd put this up higher, but honestly, yeah, I would, just because I think it just adds more to the fun. But like, I don't even know. Like, everything is great. Everything that I've seen on this page, for the most part, has just been great. I don't say this lightly. This is the makings of becoming the best storytelling game I have ever played. Okay. Lands of Evershade is the most invested I've seen in a story-driven board game. Awaken Realms knocked this one out of the park. I don't say... maybe he's not with them anymore. I thought he was. Don't take that quote. Don't quote. I don't care if you do quote me. I'm sure Alex will understand. I thought he was with the company. Maybe he's not. Maybe he is. I don't know. I don't say this lightly. This is the makings of the best story game I have ever played. So that's after the bit that they got. Okay, I got it. I said something similar. I believe when I first played Chronicles of Crime, because I got like a Kickstarter version of Chronicles of Crime. I think I was like, oh wow, but it keeps going in this because you only have a bite-sized chunk. Same with Destinies. I think when I got Destinies, I had like I think 1 or 2 missions. I don't remember what it was. I think it was 1 of the 3. Game of the year for that year for me. Lands of Evershade is an epic experience that will put you in from the jump. That quote still. So we got videos or any of these gameplays. That's preview, how to play. Oh wow, that's great. Straight up how to play, awesome. And there it is, playthrough.
Blackridge.
So I have everything I need here to make an informed decision. I have the book up there. I have. Oh my gosh! Stop it! Stop it! How good does that look? It just looks like it's going to be so fun to just get it out of the box and set it up and put it back. Oh, it's so good. Beautiful. 150 GSM art paper. Okay. I see you. Sundrop highlights. Add to the pledge. Okay. Yeah, they look gorgeous. You showed them to me. I was impressed. Leather covers. How much? So how does this work? How do you add this? Upgrade all books with Gamefound exclusive leather covers and the adventure storybook with full colors. So one sample pledge. What version leather colors? So it doesn't show the price here? I have to go in there to find out? That's a little odd. Oh, because there's different versions. Ah, I see. Man, there's so many moving parts and pieces in this Kickstarter. Gamefound. It is wild to me. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I thought he did. And I imagined he was going to be totally transparent about it as well. Like, Alex is... I have nothing but good things to say about Alex. And I will tell you, if there's somebody out there who'll be like, I got mixed things to say about this person, I won't tell you the things. Alex, I got nothing but good things to say. Nemesis, the board game. It's a thriller from A to Z. Everything you do feels exciting. Yeah, so like look at this graphic. Look at these graphics. 12, 22, 27, 28. Shut up. That's not actually the graphic that I thought was going to be there. They actually have a really other nice different graphic. That one's really nice too. Just both their graphics. And we got the shipping 24, 28, 38, 47 because I know it's a crazy concept to a lot of Gamefound and Kickstarter companies. I put Gamefound there before Kickstarter. Look at that. But if you have 4 pledges, then perhaps you should have 4 prices. Delivery 2025. That's not bad. Have it by Christmas. Yo. Second half of 2026. So what's the shipping? It was 25, 30, 41, 51. All right. Kickstarter Gamefound reasonable. This picture that does, I swear, this picture right here, put whatever game you want inside of it, that graphic gets a lot of work for them. I feel like I've seen that many, many times. And not just for them, too, for other companies as well. Wowzers, that was great. Those are great. Is it A+? Is it an A? Yeah, I think that's an A+. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what I felt like they did terrible. Or bad. Even bad. I don't think they did anything bad. Hi, all my group was one of the lucky ones selected to test the game privately in Essen last weekend under the kind guidance of Christoph. I have played Tainted Grail and many other narrative campaigns, RPGs, etc. before, so not new to the genre, but I have to say this game was really enjoyable with some distinctive details that made it stand out for me and will definitely back it, and that I will try to summarize here. The game has a very distinctive RPG feel, even for a board game. Wow, that's a great write-up. A pity I can't upload pictures here, but I'll try to upload some pictures of our table on Board Game Geek. Well, kudos for you. APBG. Private. Okay, never mind. I was going to give you a compliment, but then I saw it was private, and I take it back. I take back my compliment. The adventure will find you... I'm not insulting. I'm just not giving a compliment. That's fine. I have a tutorial for 3-minute shorts. Cool. I was thinking about Mega One, but I was like, feel like I'm just not a good use of my time. Probably was, but instead I just played Apex Legends. So we got updates, and yeah, I imagine they're going to be... Oh, so just one. No, we don't have it. Good. So they're not doing the stupid thing where it's like every time we hit a stretch goal, we're going to put it out. Sometimes you see that, and you're like, Simon, I do not need 11 messages on day 1 about your freaking project because I backed it on day 1. So I respect the fact that they're probably going to come out with one. Hopefully one today. Here's all the amazing stuff we unlocked. Question. Yeah, like this is great. It's an A+. Yeah. So, yeah, A+. I mean, I think the main image is uninspiring. I really think it's very boring, and I think if a different company did that without their pedigree and with it wouldn't work nearly as well. But once you get people in on the video or people seeing the things, there's a fly down here. I think it's just an A+. I don't have any holes to poke in this. I was captivated right from the jump, and I think going back and looking at what was yesterday's show? It was another big box one, and it was the Arthur one, and they focused on their theme for like the first minute and like 80 seconds, and this one also focused on their theme completely for a while, but it also showcased like all this stuff that made me immediately want the game. Like, oh, this, like, boom, that looks awesome. Like, oh, great game minis, and then just this, and then it's just A+. What do you think about Lands of Evershade? Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Lands of Evershade. Is it anything less than an A+? Because don't forget, I also do like point grade bump ups from time to time, just for various different things. But I can't. No show tomorrow unless it rains in Indiana. So keep your eyes tuned on that one. But we'll be back next week. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.